Hello everyone, Jorge Huertas once again with all of you. Today I'm gonna show you what is eco-design. This video is also available in Spanish. Well, eco-design is a system of action. It got the following characteristics. Focus on the environmental improvement of a product or a service in all stages of its life cycle, from its creation in and conceptualization stages to its treatment of waste. The main variables of eco-designs are recycling and reuse, impact of input extraction, impact of finished product or service, process of production and technological for sustainability. Eco-design is used transversally in all stages in a project that is being developed with the design thinking methodology. All the agile methodologies can and should develop products and services with eco-design focus. Okay, so when we talk about eco-design, we're talking about ecological design. What does that mean? It means that every single development starts with the extraction of supplies. It's very important that we understand that because sometimes we just develop something and we have no idea where it comes from. So when you use eco-design, you need to know where every single supply comes from, what is the productive process, and of course, what is the environmental impact of every single thing that you are using. But the main thing is that when you understand that, you can start designing. The designing, of course, it got a sketch stage, it's got a prototype stage as well, but you need to know what do you want to do. It's always very important when you are designing eco-design things, you have to be focused in needs, in human certain centered design, which is the axis of design thinking and all agile methodologies. When you already got the design and you prototype it and then you test it and you got the okay from your company or from your development, you start doing the production. But when you do the productions, you have to understand and be aware of the environmental impact. That is very important because the idea with eco design is that we only develop important things that are necessary for better the life of people. If the thing is not necessary and we cannot reuse it or recycle, we cannot develop that. And if we develop other thing that is not important as well, we have to rethink how to make it better. After the production of the product or service that you are developed, it's very important the distribution. Distribution have a huge impact in the environment. Why? Because when you are moving something, could be in a truck, could be in an airplane, you need to understand the CO2 that is thrown to the environment. So you need to know how can you optimize that process. After that, it comes the time when the user start using and making the consummation of the project. It's very important to understand. If you see, in each stage we are analyzing the environmental impact that this has and if we can make it better as well. So it's very important that we understand the use and consumption and the life and cycle life of the product because eco design is going hand to hand with the cycle of the product. After you finish using your product, there are three possible scenarios that could happen. Maybe you can recycle your product or service, maybe you can reuse it, or maybe you have to take it to the trash. What is the main thing here? Reuse means that you take the product and you don't put any other production process and you reuse it. Recycle means that you put it in a special place. It has to be in a production process and it can be developed something different. If it's going to the trash, you have to see what is the environmental impact that that has. If you see, this is a cycle, because the idea is that we can always reuse and recycle. And if we have to take it to the trash, we can have a better impact of what's going on. This eco design means that you are optimizing every single resource that you have. You, as a designer, of as a creation person, you need to be aware of how everything is product and the environmental impact that it has, because a lot of people doesn't know. They just receive a supply and they just use it, and they have no idea where it come from and what is the impact. You have to be aware and understand that, because if you know the process and you know the impact, maybe you will not use it. So it's very important to understand that. As a conclusion, we can say that when you finish develop the product or service, you must have a very clear of what is the impact in the environment. It's very important to continue improve the process, and it's essential to minimize all the environmental impacts. The key in the development of a project with eco design is that is the main axis, is not to create unnecessary or superficial product. You have to be focused on human-centered design. If you don't know what is that, please check here in our channel that video, because human-centered design is the axis to develop eco design and have a bearing impact in the environment. Thank you so much. I hope this video will be a big help in your development. Please subscribe to our channel, Design Thinking 24/7. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Thank you to all of you. We are the #1 design thinking channel and innovation channel in the whole YouTube platform. Every Monday we have a new video in Spanish. Every Thursday we have a new video in English. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.